What's up, kiddos? We're back. We're going to be continuing our adventure through Dark Souls 3, our 100% walkthrough. So we left off here at the Church of Yorkshire, or Yorshka, I think it's Yorshka actually, bonfire. There was an item out here that we did want to grab before we continue on. Down here. I think there was another item too back there that we're gonna go try to grab. We want to pull one of these dudes around this corner here. I was gonna get a backstab in, darn it. So you can see stamina is a bit of an issue right now for us. Wow, this guy's really hit me hard. Actually, there are a couple items down here that we're going to want to get. But I rested. So now I'm going to run up here and kill this guy again. Boom. 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 Could be hallucinating. I thought it was down there, but I don't think so. I think there's always something down there, and there never is. Now we'll get this guy in our world. I'm gonna face this guy with the rubes down there. See you. Good backstab, scrub. That is the name of that tune. Alright, kill this lizard, get some Titanite, twinkling Titanite. And you hear some screaming down here that we're going to be taking care of in a second. First, there is this. This dude. Oh, their little jump pack is pretty beefy. Here we go. Gauntlets, if you want to dress up like a Pontiff Knight, those will help you do so. Okay. Now this is the thing making all the noise. We should come up, see if we can get a backstab in. These guys are always hard to get the backstab. But boom, ba, ba, go. Oh, 5 frames. One hit too short. And you get Dorius 9. That is a more powerful insect swarm that you can use as a pyromancy. Pretty sure it's a pyromancy. I think we have to go this way actually. Double check. Whoops. Doors 9, yeah. It's a miracle, actually. So, 25 faith required. And I think I forgot to get this thing over here, too. Didn't I? I did. Come on, 100% walkthrough. What's going on? Let's head down here and see if we can... Oh, I'm not going to let us rest of the bonfire, because this dude is having a death wish. So we will... Oh, we got the curved sword. We will help him in that regard. I don't think we have... Well, we were going to level up our sword since we've gotten so much large Titanite. We can level up. We're going to want our sword to hit really hard on the Pontiff. feels like a bit of a waste because we're not really going to be using the sword after this. The longsword, we're going to be using the knight's longsword. And you'll see Grey Rat is gone.
That is what.
I don't think we got a shard, did we? So we can reinforce our longsword. And that'll still give us enough large titanite for the other longsword that we're going to get. Alright, now we can give these pyromancy tomes. We haven't given the pyromancy tomes to this guy. So he will have... Oh, we've got a lot.
Well, well, this inscription fascinating. Ah, what then you found? Brilliant. Now, show it here, quickly.
He loves that one. Now he will not take this one.
Here. By the gods. The last equipment.
And he will not take this one either. So we have to get another pyromancy trainer. These are dark pyromancies. But now he will have this this spell, which we're going to want to use to put fire on our longsword. I wonder if we want to just grab this now. We need to put 1 point in intelligence and 1 point in faith, so that's 2 levels. Which are kind of pricey at this point, but let's go ahead and pick this up so that will inspire us to make sure that we do that. Because the Lothric Knight longsword we will also be able to use fire with. We will not be able to use it with our whatchamacallit. We will not be able to use it with our Wolf Knight greatsword. Okay. And we're back into this area here. So Henri is now gone. Her quest has advanced. So we're going to come here and grab this. Proof of a Conquered Kept. That's for another covenant that we're going to be joining eventually. But first we're going to be coming down here. We can actually flip back over, even though we put some points into our whatchamahoojits. Our longsword. We can flip back to this for a while. There are going to be invisible enemies near here. So we're going to want a big old sweep. You can see their eyeballs. This is a trap because this guy is going to come and try to stab you. But he is gone. Now I think there's an invasion sometimes that happens here. I don't really get it all the time. And I'm not sure what triggers it. Get that undead bow chart. Get us up to +7. Yeah, I'm not sure what triggers it, but he shows up here. We are embered, so there's probably an NPC quest line that we didn't do at some point. Once again, the NPC quest lines are kind of absurd. Alright, this is a 100% walkthrough. There's no reason to come back here, really. But there are a couple items. So there's some kukri there. Kukri are throwing knives that do bleed damage. These are obnoxious dogs that have perfectly coordinated attacks, apparently. Oh crap, I died to a freaking dog. Died to a freaking dog. So annoying. So annoying. But it happens. So we're going to flip it on back to our longsword. That's one of the deals with the great swords. Why I just love the longsword is that it just is so fast and it just ruins those things. So we lost our ember, which sucks. Sucks. 2 swings. Takes 2 swings with the greatsword, 2 swings with this one. What's the difference? This one's faster. Alright, let's try to headshot in it. Oh yeah. Why don't you pick its head up right when I'm gonna kill it. Can I please switch? There's another one around the corner, so don't just run willy-nilly around the corner. Longsword is just so good. All for a rusted gold coin. So there's our 100% walkthrough for you. Okay. Now there's going to be some bad guys in here. We're not going to worry about any of these guys. We are going to try to run over to here and see if we can climb up this ladder without getting hit. If you're fast enough, you can do it. If you're not, you end up getting hit. So we were fast enough. So up here on the rafter, you want to aim for the eyeballs. Oh, this guy climbed up the ladder. I've never seen him climb up the ladder before. And this guy did too. Oh, never seen him do that. Well, patch that into the game. Not quite enough to kill him. Now he's dead. Okay. So you're going to have some rafters in a Souls game. Can't use Shriving Stone. Rather worthless. There is an item down there. Excuse me. There is an item down there that we will be getting. Fear not. Come on, you're not going to fall off with your buddy? Apparently not. We're going to come over here. You want to walk here and where is the drop down? I think it's here. East. I mean, you can bring out your torch if you want. And you get the Spear of Yorshka. It is a faith weapon. Let's see, how do I want to approach this? I think we'll just run down there. I might regret this, but, you know. Let's see if I can just grab this blue bug pellet. That's for magic damage. Woo, woo. Zig and zag and climb back up the ladder. Uh-oh. Oh, he went up. He obliged. If he didn't go back up, we were going to be in big trouble. It's really hard to see up here if you don't put your torch on. I don't think there's any problem, though. So we want to come out this way. Slide on down. And, let's see. Sounds like they're following me. This guy was an honor student. Okay, so the place to drop down is going to be from there. So slide down here. Slide down here. There is a guy who's here, but we want to kill this screamer guy first. So go ahead and drop down and kill this guy before he screams too much and make his screaming go away. But if he screams, he will activate all of those invisible people in this area. Grab your blood gem. That will create a bleed weapon for you if you want. We'll get your bleed game going. So hoping that my upgrading of the longsword helped me to two-hit these guys. So blue bug pellet is magic resist. Here, there's going to be a little guy in here that we're going to want to kill to get a twinkling. We might as well go up and kill these guys right here so we don't have to deal with them later. Stuff's hitting pretty hard now, so be aware. So this stairway is basically where we jump down into there. So you can come through here, or you can come through up there and drop down to here. So to orient yourself. We're going to come back this way. And there's going to be one of those ugly things there that we are going to just run, jump, and punch. Take out of this world. And get another Ring of Sacrifice. So we have 3 of those now, just in case things get hairy. Now, if you did not defeat the alligator dog thing from up there, you will have to fight it down here. And let me just tell you from experience, it sucks to fight him down here. Because you can't really move. You roll. You have a few of these, but that doesn't work in that fight because you have to be able to move all kinds of different directions. So yeah, kill him up there. Kill him up there. I think I'll flip over to my Wolf Knight Sword. And if you play your character long enough, you might have enough points eventually to, carry both of them. I need a couple more Titanite scales. Get your great heal. That is a miracle that does exactly what it says. It is a great heal. Take quite a bit of focus points to cast, but if you're doing a faith build, miracles is your jam. That is going to be the place. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. Get your green blossom. Green blossom again is good for stamina regen. You eat that before a fight where your no stamina is going to be an issue for you. And this is the place where there should be something, but there isn't. Except a long plunge to death. We're going to come in here, grab this bonfire here. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. I guess we can rest. Get our flasks back. We're going to be proceeding around the underside now from the sewer up around the other side. So there are a lot of these meowmer things in here. One of the streamers I watch calls them meowmers because they make a loud noise. That screaming noise. And yeah, it's a sewer, so you're gonna get some dung. Several of these things. But our Wolf Knight Sword is doing some work. Now, if Grey Rat, if you didn't get Seaguard from the well way back in the cleansing chapel, outside the cleansing chapel, when you send Grey Rat here, he will get killed, and his ashes will be there. So you can come and get the ashes and give them to the Shrine Maiden, and she will have the stuff that he was going to bring back. I think at the same price. So now, come on in. There is some Estus soup if you want to drink it. But here also is our buddy Seaguard. So you can talk to him. And he will give you the emit force gesture. And a second Siegbrow. Now that's... So the second Siegbrow will... and we'll go back and get the stuff for Solaire's armor a little bit later. Okay, it's going to be a little bit tricky. I am going to switch to my faster sword. And we're basically going to be running over here. There is a great bow archer up above behind us. So if you try to fight this dude out here, he will shoot you, and you will have a giant arrow in your back. So these guys can be tough. So just, and then we got frostbitten on top of it. They will do lightning on their sword. So just go ahead and circle. Get your old plunge attack. I thought that plunge was going to do it. A thrust attack. And a large Titanite shard. And a Divine Blessing, which is nice. Divine Blessing kind of just fills you all the way up. And here it is worth an arrow to shoot these things. Because we're going to come back down here fighting another one of those guys. And we don't want to get frostbitten. That will fade and go away. So you can hear the guy shooting at us. It seems like my red of my ring is a lot brighter for some reason in here. It's kind of weird. Okay, so we're going to come up here, headshot this dude. Whoops. Headshot this dude. And bring him on down. Come on down. Oh, come on. There he comes. Bring him out here. Oh, robbed in my backstab. There we go. So take care of that business. Oh, we got Nessa's flashback. How about that? We got 2 large Titanites from him, so that makes me happy. Okay, so he will eventually stop shooting at you because he also has a short attention span. Use these pillars. Now he's next to 2 of those containers that cause frost damage. And he will forget that you're here because he's not bright. Let's face it. And we can come up behind him and get a backstab in for free. You kick him off the ledge, and then you can plunge attack for a fancy style. And he gave us his gauntlets. And he gave us 2 large Titanite shards. So woot on us. So this is the picture that the Silver Knight was looking at. So we want to come back up here and walk around the corner. all the way around the top here to 3 chests. Oh, whoops. You know, every once in a while when your thumb spazzes out. Alright, the Leo ring, which makes your critical attacks hit harder. So if that is your jam, you can throw that ring on, especially if you're using thrust weapons. Here's Smo's great hammer if you want to be a Smo bro. You will be able to get his armor as well. So if you liked Smo in Dark Souls 1, you can also be Smo. I didn't care for Smo too much. I guess I could have just come around here without going around the long way. He was kind of silly. And he does so much damage with that hammer. Got a lot of bad memories of the Ornstein and Smo fight. One of the most iconic in the Dark Souls universe. So you want to come up here, and you will hear some dogs start to chase you. The last thing you want is to try to fight them up there, because there are magic casters up there, and they will, how can I say, punish you. And our long sword, it's always the right tool for the job, right? It's not the job, it's the tool. So kill this guy. There's another guy who's going to be casting spells. So just be on your dodge game. He will also send some dogs down, so the best thing to do is just come up here, draw the dogs, serpentine your way back. Oops. You don't want to die here because you're really close to the shortcut and the bonfire. There's supposed to be 2 dogs. I don't know where the other dog went. There he is. So all kinds of casting, all kinds of casters. There's another dog right here. There's going to be another dog up the stairs. So of course the idea is that the dogs attack you while you are trying to kill their caster buddies. Where's the other dog? I guess maybe I was wrong. Maybe there was only 1 dog from up here. So we're going to go ahead and grab... Oh, was that it right there? Oh, no, that was the body. So we're going to go ahead and grab this item here. Another large titanite shard. I don't think there was anything over here to grab. Or over there. I always double check. It's easy to miss things because it's white. The area is so bright, and it's easy to miss the shinies. So this is going to be our shortcut that we're going to be using a couple times. This is not going to be our boss shortcut. But when you open that, we are going to sprint because we want to rest at this bonfire. The last bonfire we lit was the... Look at this guy come, jeez Louise. The last bonfire we rested at was in the distant manor. So he's all in. He's all in. And now he's all dead. Okay. So we want to rest at this bonfire. We'll reset the enemies, but that's okay. We're going to run past all of them anyway. What is our soul situation? So we need 21. So I don't know if we'll get up to, let's see, we probably want to get up to 44,000, so another 10,000. Not sure if we're going to be able to get there before the Pontiff Sulyvahn fight, but we're going to give it a try. If you need to farm souls, if you step around this corner, that guy will come, and they'll come one at a time. You let him do his spaz, and then circle around the back, and you dispatch his ugly face. So, about 1,000, and then you can come get his other buddy over here. He will put up a shield. Oh, I'm so bad at the kick. Let's try to kick open his shield. Get rid of him. 990. Did he drop anything? No. I think we're going to get enough. I don't know if I grab the thing here. Large Titanite shard. Now we're going to go back down the elevator. Now all these enemies and dogs and such will have respawned. But we are, and we also want to send this back just in case we die by misadventure. So we're going to run past all these rubes, up to here. You can hear the dog following us. Come on over here, drop off the edge here. The dog might follow you down. For some reason, he doesn't take any fall damage. You can get hit in the back here, so be aware. Yeah, we're gonna make. I think we're gonna make 44,000 easy. So there's 3 of these guys up here. You want to kill them up here. If we had gone in the other way, these guys would be shooting us from up here. Where did that other one go? Did I kill him on the backswing? There he is. And then a couple of these rubes. You can see there's a whole bunch of them. Another one hiding in the corner, I think. Oh, apparently not. I hear one sneaking around. Throwing stuff at me. There he is. Knew there was one more down here. Okay, we're doing great. Come on through. And now you're going to face kind of a tough enemy. It's going to be a Pontiff Knight with a sickle. And you want to try to fight him if you can on these stairs here, because he won't be able to like do all of his jumping around that he wants to do. And you notice the timing on his sickle is. And apparently he has infinite stamina, so he will stagger a bit. Oh my god, he's gonna kill me. So lame. There we go. So if we'd put on the Leo ring, that would have killed him. Another Pontiff's Knight's Curved Sword. Gonna grab our shortcut. There will be a summon here. Henri will be able to be summoned here, I think here. No, Gotthard is here. Henri is back there. And then there's a magician whose name I don't know who will spawn here. So you can bring them for the Pontiff fight if you want. If the Pontiff is giving you trouble. He is a rough fight. Let's not be cavalier about it. Okay, we're going to come over this way. We are going to go back over there. That guy saw us over there, didn't he? He's shooting stuff at us. Plunge for the win. Pop up and finish the job. The Soul of a Weary Warrior. He gave us a couple flasks, I think. That was nice. That was the guy who was shooting stuff at us. We might as well kill him now. of stamina, darn it. There's a ring that we're going to get there in just a minute, but grab your lightning gem. If you want to make your weapon a lightning weapon, you use a lightning gem. The magic clutch ring, if you are a caster using spells, that ring is for you to make your spells hit much harder. We're going to head back up here. Just realized we're at 35 minutes. I think I'll make this an extra long episode. That ring will make your barracles hit harder. So we're going to come on back. Maybe we'll make this a special hour-long extravaganza. Not sure how many tries it's going to take me to beat the Pontiff, to be frank. But that is where we are. We are at the Pontiff Sulyvahn fight, which can be quite difficult. His first phase, he will do magic and fire damage with his two swords. One is a magic sword, one is a fire sword. And then he will also do... I think I'm going to go with endurance here. He will also do...
Farewell, Ashen.
Physical damage. And then in the middle of the fight, he will spawn... let me check if I'm sure. He will spawn a shadow. And the shadow will either do his moves first. We're going to save these because it's not going to be enough for a level, and we don't want to go with any extra souls. He will spawn a shadow that will either be in advance of his moves or behind his moves. Each of them will mirror the other. So it gets a little bit crazy. We're going to want to try to kill the shadow as quickly as possible. So we only have to deal with one of them. But it's a tough fight, no lie about it. But we're going to see what we can do here. And like I say, there are those summons that are right outside. You will have to kill the two Pontiff Knights if you want to bring the summons, because the summons will fight the Pontiff Knights before going in. And I'm going to want to ember myself. And so our boss run is going to be this away. I'm going to come here and right out the door here. You do need to kill these two guys because they will follow you up the stairs. So the summons are where I showed you before. I'm not even going to worry about these guys. I'm just going to get right to the boss fight. Now you can, if you come in and get to the steps, you can get a parry because he has a pretty generous parry window at this time, which I missed. And then I didn't target him. It's all about stamina management in this fight. You just want to kind of stay on his hip and get your dodge on. Oops, I kicked by accident there. Alright, we're in trouble. Oh, we're in trouble. Now you can see it is hard to get a heal off, so you're going to want to try to do it at the end of his combos. About ready. There he goes. Get a heal. Now, this is when he's bringing up his little buddy. You can get a lot of hits in on the little guy. and get rid of him as quickly as possible. We were 1 stamina short. 1 swing short. Not sure how much health the Shadow has left. Doing a great job on the Pontiff. Just keep your dodge on. And I'm having a hell of a time finding it. There we go. So the Shadow is gone. Now the fight does get quite a bit easier. He will spawn another Shadow, so the longer you take, he'll spawn another Shadow guy. And you'll have to do that again. So we managed to one-shot the Pontiff. So that is quite an accomplishment. I figured I would die several times, but hey! Bridge Burner for 12 with the skills. So again, if you are struggling with him, he can be quite a challenge, as you could see. Feel free to bring in some help. He will be stronger, of course, and the more NPCs you bring in, the stronger he gets. He'll hit harder, but you'll have someone absorbing some of his attention. So let's head back to the shrine. And we didn't need to make this an hour-long episode because we crushed Pontiff Sulyvahn in 1 try. So there you go. And you will want to use your longsword as opposed to the Wolf Knight's greatsword because it's just too slow, takes up too much stamina. So if we come up here, you can get either one of his swords. So this is his magic sword, the Great Sword of Judgment, so it'll do heavy physical damage and magic damage. You do need a fair bit of intelligence to use that sword, so be aware of that. And then his Profane Greatsword is you don't need intelligence for. The special attribute here is you can light the sword on fire and use the flame in your fight. So if that's something you'd like to do, feel free. It used to be a pretty good one, and then they nerfed it. So we are going to go ahead and chomp all of our souls that we got here. Including Sulyvahn's soul. What happened? Did I get it? Oh, I put it down. Whew. I was gonna say, how did I put it down? I must have hit the wrong button. Oops. Alright, grab our 12,000. That should get us a couple levels. Incidentally, we've been running back and forth past this person. She will not talk to you, really. She will not join you because you have nothing to do with her until you join another covenant.
Welcome home, speak.
That we're going to join without too much ado. Okay, so we want to get these to 30. And then we're going to start pumping dex and strength. How many souls do we need per level now? Oh, we have enough for another level.
Welcome. Very well.
Actually, wait a minute. Before I do that, because I used all my packets, let's see if Grey Rat has returned. And he has.
Oh, then we're both safe and sound. Thank the gods for that. I don't like getting things so close.
Yep.
I might have died if it wasn't for that peculiar onion knight.
Yep.
But
So,
in the end,
Sigurd.
it all paid off.
Sigurd helped us out.
Take a good look.
now we can get the Lothric Knight Sword, which is a great longsword. So we are going to pick that up. And then we are going to go right over here. And we are going to start upgrading that sucker. First of all, we're going to infuse it. Where is it? Lothric Knight Sword. We're going to infuse it with that gem that we got. The refined gem. And it's going to scale off of strength and dexterity. So it's going to pop that up to C. Those scalings will improve as we upgrade it. And now we are going to go back. We're going to reinforce that sword. All the way up to +6. And now
Be careful.
we can compare the two. It's not gonna be as different as it is going to ultimately be, but what you can do is you can go in here and you can compare. So it's 264 with our longsword that we have now. It's 262 with the Lothric Knight Sword. So they're about the same right now, but eventually it is going to scale higher as we raise our strength and our dexterity. So we're going to put that over here for a bit. And you see it's a little bit longer. Same moveset. Same stamina cost. Has a thrust. So it does everything that we want it to do. Now, I forgot that we needed to put in some points into intelligence and faith, darn it. So we'll be doing that. Our next 2 levels are going to go there. Putting points in health and endurance is never a bad thing. So we're going to head back there, and we're going to call this episode. And we will see you next time as we continue through Dark Souls 3.